fairly fast. Kind of a cool thing that they're doing here.
And here we have
finally TPs though.
The question is, how much can he do in lane? No, not like this, Swindles. Not like this. Is he actually just giving away first blood? Yes, he has. Owie will take it. And with PPD as well, Z3 could be in trouble. PPD, can he find an opening? Now, he's not going to go for it, but...
He just TPs home. The only person that can stop him is the snowball.
And he's going to TP back bottom here to help out Chessie. Chessie nearly hitting the 6 online. Mid lane, EG going to start to make a move. There's the roll in from PPD. They've got the eyes onto Handscan. Can they bring this man down? He'll turn around, get off a brain sample with a concoction. Lim may be able to get PPD. There's the paw as well from Swindles helping out. They'll take down PPD. They will lose Handscan on the Bane in return. Lim, can he get himself out and away from Sumail and Fear? Like he will just be able to. Has got a concoction if necessary, but no, Sumail's not going to move in anymore. So just a 1-for-1 trade there on the
For 2 poison touch, surprisingly.
Oh, look at this as well. They're going to go for the sleep concoction combination. Fear.
Oh, tried to trick him. Sumail did not fall for it though.
And that
would have been kind of cool.
That was a cheeky little play.
He maybe would kill him. Oh, he might die here.
Yeah, they're going back in. MD trying to punish Lim. Yet to hit 6. He's not got that regen, and bam, EG. You make the jump on them, they'll make the jump back on you. And
the stats all over the place is not bad either, and he'll transition to Necro 3. And he's got a great lane now, and this kind of hurts Lifestealer a lot in some ways, because now Lifestealer can't just sit in his lane and farm. Instead, he's actually trying to get active here, and he's gone on mid.
Yeah, with the Dream Cod set up, this is what we're talking about. The fact that Sumail gets that 1 kill, getting himself 6 before Limp does, ensures that he's going to have a good opening to get himself another.
The infest rotation thing that AOI just did, very good. It's a different level of the hero that people didn't do before, and makes for a very easy game.
See down there bottom, Chessie, moving into Bobble with the Blade Fury. He's got to get himself away. Bobble says, come here and heal me, boy. And Chessie, with a healing ward, he'll turn around with the Omni, looking for the plays. Can he get Bobble? Oh, with a heal from Z3, he's going to survive. He can now try and move back in to take down the Abaddon. Z3 again, saving Chessie again with a shallow grave. Z3 making the play, Swindles with the Rod to Fear. Can he actually finish off the Phoenixes?
Poison touch.
To chase him down, and it's again, Z3. I mean, we literally just saw there, player to play. He's going to get the kill. Piss Dazzle and Z-Freak as a whole this series.
To see him level the skill up. I want to see it work. Really wanted this skill to be good for a long time, and maybe this is a game it will be.
Oh, mid lane, somehow not messing, moving in onto Handscan with Fear and Owie as well. They'll take this down. Owie doesn't even need to come out of the creep.
That was so sick, actually.
Trying to close the gap across the tree line, but Fear playing it safe. Heading there, back behind now. Chopping the trees down. Swindles trying to move in. They'll get the vision with the weave. Swindles, is he going to blow the floor for this? He is. Looking to take down Fear before he has any chance to react. And now Boulder has TP'd in, but Boulder, he hasn't got any help at the moment. At the same time, they've also lost PPD elsewhere across the map to Juggernaut. Chessie, he's found himself at a tusk. He's going to move in onto the ball, but with all of them here, they'll toggle the Nightmare around, but they'll find themselves a kill. Another one for Complexity. They'll get the push onto the tier 1. That farm game going strong on Owie as well. It's going to be up to Sumail to continue to make these plays on the puck. You can see towards the mid lane.
Might die here. He's trying to set up, but
yeah, they'll set up to go back onto him. It's actually going to live here with the brain sap. Sumail does have a dream cord. Doesn't really want to drop it there for the Bane alone. The Sunring not quite getting a 9 HP.
Movement speed right there. Bane was 5 lower, dead, 100%.
Absolutely.
Huge weave here.
Yeah, they wanted to go in onto Chessie, but again, Z-Freak with the Graves. It might not be enough to save Chessie though this time. He'll Blade Fury, try and move himself out. Not going to make it. 1-1, Dream Call has been on to Freak himself. Can they take down the Dazzle? They can. It's the second one, Owie to take that one for the side. So EG this time, playing very nicely into Complexity. And
but they'll have to burst nuke him. I think Puck has to be there. It's the only way.
Yeah. You can just get an orb thrown over.
They have a sentry. No, it's their sentry. They don't know Sumail's coming.
Yeah, this way, yeah. Sumail's actually, they should be able to get this kill onto Chessie. They'll drop everything here. They're going to be saved in time. Z-Freak, he's there again with the Graven with the healing ward. Chessie's going to be fine. Z-Freak allowing Chessie the opening to escape from this, and now it's Complexity moving in. They've got a roll straight onto the puck. Boulder jumping on the back lines. There'll be an Omni slash found. No, yeah, they found the puck. The puck will buy back Sumail. Going to try and get himself back into the fight here. Double kill for Handscan though, and Complexity, they're ready to move back in. Z-Freak keeping them alive from the sidelines. They find themselves a third. Sumail, he's returned to this, but the concoction will drop it out. No, it will follow through, won't be disjointed. They'll double kill onto Sumail, and now Owie and Fear, they've just got to get themselves out of here. And again, another one of these fights where it's point, an Alchemist would love to be, you know, at least a few thousand. But Aui's been getting himself involved. He's been finding the farm at the same time. And now, can they get Z3 from the back lines? It's all about finding this Dazzle, and this time they do. They will remove Z3 from the fight, dropping the coil onto Chessie. Now, Chessie does not have the backup that he needs, and they'll find themselves a second. And that is exactly how EG need to play these fights.
So it won't hit the tower. It's good. Deniable now. They gotta get this tower. This is so weird from Complexity. I thought they'd at least commit to mid.
I'm just going to catch themselves to the side of a bit of an awkward fight here with the Roy. The Conconction sprint up to PPD. He'll get the snowball out of time. The Omni starts flying through. And the lock dwindles already. The Complexity continues to move on without the Beastmaster. Limp caught in the middle of it all. They've found PPD. Limp just walking it off at the moment. It's a 2-for-1 trade with a Feast onto Sumail. It's going to be a third. He's got that Aegis back for round 2. But Limp chasing down Boulder, charging up the Concoction Boulder. He hasn't got an ult. He's almost certainly going to go down here. One more touch will do it. He's running. He's a little bit too speedy for Jesse to deal with. But there we have it. Brain sap from Handscan to finish off the Abaddon. Sumail, will he be able to get himself back to base? Looks like they don't have the control to deal with the puck, but again, another fight for Complexity where they're coming out on top. Is back. Like, we've seen how much damage Aoi can do. You know, if Aoi can get him a lock onto one of these heroes, he will kill them, especially with this Crystallis now picked up.
Well, they're getting set up here. Necro3's pushing forward though.
Sumail is going to go for this. He is indeed. Swindles left behind, and this is what we're talking about. 3 hits and you're gone. Aoi with the 531 crit. Find themselves a free kill onto Swindles. I mean, at this point, this is going to be pretty big because this allows EG to now go in pretty heavy. They've got their eyes onto Limpet. They can take down the Alchemist as well. Going to be pretty big for them. Chessie, he's coming in. The Omnislash, look at the damage he deals. Suddenly PPD's gone. Aui's on the back foot. Sumail gets popped from the side. And EG, they've got to run. There's an Alchemist coming in here with the bots. Limp, he has a Concoction, Chemical Rage as well.
He's so fast.
Is he going to look for this?
He can rage this. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, Limp's trying to play out the rage early.
Yep.
They're still going to follow this through. Look at the move speed of this.
The minus armor from the weave. Ooh, it's off now, finally. AUI will be able to survive. He gets away finally.
Yeah, they can't get rid of that tier 2 on the bottom lane. It'll be interesting if EG want to contest it, because losing that tier 2 is going to make the opening a bit easier. And already walking in by the secret shop. And we have it. They've caught one out, but Aoi pops the raise, turns onto Limp. But the beam strip is huge with the sidelines controlling Aoi, and they'll take it down. No, the snowball picks him up. Aoi's still alive, but there we go. They've found 2, they've found 3, they've lost Limp, but they don't care. It's a 3-for-1 trade. And that was just Handscan sitting on the side of that fight with the biggest Fiend's grip of his life, and it may not even be done yet. They're moving in for more. Can they play around Sumail? Sumail should be able to blink himself out, and he will.
Oh, the Nightmare.
Oh, setting this up for the gap closer. Can they take down Sumail? Axis flying through the heel from Fear. There's a buyback from Aoi trying to get himself into this fight, but there's going to be no Sumail. Sumail's going to go back, so Aoi's going in on his own. Z3 being focused down it. There's your crit. Aoi rips into the Dazzle. Handskin goes for the TP in the sidelines. Will make it. Find themselves the tier 2. I mean, this did cost the buyback on Aoi. You know, Dazzle. It's going to be a hard one. Dazzle, you know, he's coming back in, Z3.
Maybe they can get here.
If they can, if they can contest it. If EG loses this fight, this is going to be incredibly painful here for the side of Evil Geniuses. Omni back up in 15 seconds, but even without it, Chessie can certainly punch hard. The Roche is falling low. Illusions trying to be sent in, but the ice shards from PPD floating up the pit, and they'll get it. EG finish off Roche. Aegis now onto Aoi.
Chessie's blocked out. They got to fight this now.
Chessie, let's see what he can do. Sumail leading with the 3-man dream pole moving for PPD. Throws on Chess, but look at the sustain at the moment. Complexity don't really care. Bulba trying to take it up on the front line. Fear on the sidelines. Looking for Supernova. Aoi, he's lost the edges. Look at the face attack. Chessie through the sun. They'll take it down. There's your Omnislash bouncing through as well. The bounce is a beautiful. Aoi gets inside the side of the but they kill it. They kill Aoi as well, and he's dead for 75 seconds. Handscan, what's he able to do here on the sideline? Sumail and PPD turning around looking for the Bane kill. But at the same time, look at the rest of Complexity. They're just leaving Handscan. They see Handscan creates some space. We're going down the mid lane. We're going to start to push in Handscan. He might even make himself out. No, can't quite get himself out of there, but the space is created, and already Complexity, they're knocking on the tier 3s. There's a buyback from Fear, but EG, they're going to have to formulate some kind of defense without Aoi on the lifestealer.
They the right heroes there, and AOI dying twice was too big. Now they're going to be able to take the tier 3, possibly the Rax. They'll slow down as much as they can. Limp's ult is almost out at least, so they can try to harass his HP down, but he's still regenning. and they have the healing ward. That should be the melee.
So much sustain here, and look, Fear's being forced back by the Alkalusion. There's your fortification, but 27 minutes in, Complexity should be able to find this first melee rack. PPD trying to do his best. He's on the back of the Sumail and Bulba. They're going to try and fight this limb. He's got the concoction silence that will end in time, it will, allowing him to throw it out onto PPD. The shield from Obi trying to keep the Tusk alive. They'll turn around with a 3-man.
They got him.
Limb. He's down. Maybe this is the turnaround for EG. Bulba focusing onto Z-Freak. Z-Freak, he's going to get himself out of there. Won't be able to make it. The Yules holding him back. Chessie being focused by PPD. Snowball coming through. They've managed to kill off the Dazzle the Shards. They won't quite block Chessie, and Chessie's going to be lucky this time, getting himself out.
Not bad for EG. They did lose the racks though, but levels of both essentially.
Yeah, so I mean,
Really good.
the amount of weave that stacks up thanks to that. Yeah, that would be good to see.
Especially with all the physical damage being thrown out this game. Can they grab AUI here?
Oh, owie. He doesn't want to come out too far. He's got some backup from each other silence, but already jumping forward. Nightmare to Bob set this up at Owie. Now he's moving in. He's trying to focus down the Alchemist, but Swindles reacts with the roar. The Omni coming through as well. EG Owie. He's going to be able to survive for the time being. Swindles dropping away the Fiend's Grip from Hanskin onto Sumail on the sidelines. Look at his Fiend's Grip here, but it is indeed EG. Looking about Swindles was able to TP out though and live. And now with the second concoction, throwing it out. Bulldog dropping low and it will get dropped down for a minute. Owie still trying his best to fight through this, but the physical damage from the side of Complexity seems to be superior. Owie almost tosses his way out of the fight. Fear and PPD though, they're still stuck in it. Chessie will chase down the Phoenix here to the north. Should be able to find the kill on the Fear, and of course at the same time they will finish off PPD. And Complexity in a fight where EG looked to be able to swing it round, with just able to, it was the sustain, you know. Complexity can afford to take these longer fights much better than EG's lineup.
Yeah, with Healing Ward, with Alchemist ulti, like EG was reliant entirely on a batter to keep them alive, including his ultimate. Once that's gone, things didn't go quite their way. Lifestealer just doesn't have as much damage as the enemy cores on CoL have, and if he did, they could have won that fight.
And look at this. Complexity, they'll find themselves a second Rax here on the top lane. Bottom lane to look for, and they're going to make a beeline for it on the way. They'll clean up what was left of the middle. And EG, they'll have one more chance potentially for a defense. Sumail trying to do his best to stop them, but at this point, Purge.
Is this game over?
It looks like Complexity are on the verge of taking a series 2-0 against, you know, their rivals here. The other Americans in this tournament, EG. We'll see if they can hold it with his final defense. Now he's got to run, he's got to hide into the siege creep. He goes, he rides Carty back up to the high ground. Complexity goes to back. PPD committing, actually bringing Bulba in onto the front lines.
Oh, AOI died.
Chessie with the crits, the armor in there just was too much for EG. PPD down as well as Chessie picks up a double kill. There'll be a buyback from Owie straight away on the sidelines here. See hiding now. It's already been the TP out from Sumail as he was there in the tree line back to base. Just look at this again. Complexity, they can just stick around and push in again. You're not denting this lineup of Complexity. They're just going to heal for days. Yeah,
and they've got Dazzle ready to grave anybody. They've got Healing Ward. They've got Alchemist ulti. These two guys just sit in the front. They keep hitting buildings, and EG can't stop it.
Now we coming in, trying to focus down the course, but Limp plays it nicely. Steps off over to the side. There's the Ultra moving in again. These Fiend's Grips from Hanskin. They'll pop off the Supernova, but it's going to get taken down. The Omni Slash comes through. Owie getting ripped to shreds.
That's it.
He is pulled. And what a series for Complexity.
No,
look at
that's an understatement, dude. They've been trying to beat EG for like months.
This is massive for them.
They've
done it.
This is the run for Complexity, I dare say. Like, considering they barely got through wildcards, and then every single set going 2-1 to now 2-0 EG, that's incredible for